Welcome to DANtics, a special Leap Day episode. It feels good. Right before we get started, I have a question. I have a question for Shannon. What the heck is a Tane Slurpee? Those are two words that I've never seen put together before. Holy cow, I'm impressed. You figured that out, and it's time to start the show. Welcome to DANtics, the only game show that has a host with a hawk. I'm Dan, and you can find me everywhere at RFS Dan. And today, just like every week, the game is simple. Answer correctly, and you go on. Your name could be on the Danley Cup with all the other winners of Cups past, Leslie and Jim Johnston, who won't even be here today, so it's wide open for all you guys. Jason won't even be here today. Steve's here. I don't know why I got squeaky when I said his name, but Steve's here. Before we get started, we have a little programming announcement. I will not be doing DANtics next week. I will be out of town. I will figure out how to do something here on this channel, but we will not have a DANtics, so feel free to make plans. Go with your friends, call your loved ones that you've been ditching out on because you've been watching me every weekend, which I appreciate it. Which brings me to my next bit of business. After today, I do believe I will get to go in front of the YouTube board, which who knows what those people are doing. And they're gonna decide whether or not I get monetization on this channel for DANtics. Which would be awesome production value. Maybe I can get a real green screen and some lights, so I'm not, on this backdrop that keeps falling down every other day. That would be awesome. I'm gonna work on getting a Skype phone number because a lot of you guys don't know how to work Skype, so you'll be able just to call in on a phone number. I'll still have to have a Skype name for the people overseas, so then I don't have to play international calls. But it'd be just a lot easier and a lot more encouraging for some of you to call in that actually dial a phone number, because you guys have been doing that since the beginning of the time, right? Remember when you'd watch Lassie and then they pick up the phone and someone on the other end would plug in the XLR cables and stuff? Yeah, so people have always been using phones, so maybe I'll have to get a little phone. 1-800-DANtics. Oh, wouldn't that be rad? There's no more 800 numbers, 888 numbers. So it's simple. Call on in, answer some questions, and see if you can get your name on the Danley Cup. Miss twice, you're out. Don't miss it all, and you and I could actually, in theory, hang out the whole night. You can go ahead and make the Skype active. You guys were calling in at the pre-show. I'm not sure why. To wish me luck. I'm not sure. I am not sure. I have all these little notes written here. The bottom note says, keep the chat to a minimum. Oops. Hello, welcome to this special Leap Day episode of DANtics. Who's this?
It's Emily.
Hey, what's up, Emily? How you doing?
Good, I just watched the Chicago Hawks beat the Panthers.
Oh no, those Blackhawks aren't doing so well, and I'm not sure how well the Panthers are doing, but that sounds like a fun game. Actually, my Penguins are playing tonight against the San Jose Sharks. We're looking, we're still in, I think we're in third place now, but we're looking for 6 losses in a row, trying to catch those Red Wings. So you ready to play some DANtics?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Are you able just to give me a little more volume on the Skype, please? Yeah, thank you. All right, question number 1. What is the name of the princess in Disney's version of Sleeping Beauty?
Who are you talking to?
Ooh, you're in trouble.
In Sleeping Beauty?
Yes.
Who's the princess in Sleeping Beauty? Isn't it? It's not Cinderella.
No, it's actually...
I don't know.
Aurora?
Aurora.
Okay. I never ever heard that name before, but what is Sleeping Beauty? Okay. What happened in Sleeping Beauty? She eats the apple, she goes to sleep, there's 7 doors, not Snow White and the 7 doors. The lady wants to go to the prom, but she's going to turn into a pumpkin at midnight. No, wait, that's Cinderella.
That's Cinderella.
So what is Sleeping Beauty then?
I was never into Sleeping Beauty. I always liked Cinderella.
Yeah, well, clearly I wasn't either. Okay, next question. Name the 3 ships Christopher Columbus took on his voyage to America.
Yeah, wow. I don't know either. I'm not going to get that one right either.
No problem. It is the Pinta, the Nina, and the Santa Maria. I know that from, I guess, history class and Rage Against the Machine. That's okay. You didn't get anything right this time, but you know what you did? You got the ball rolling. I feel like we're getting into DANtics here. Got a little jog going here. Thanks for calling in, and hey, since you're not on the leaderboard, feel free to call back in again. And
I will, thank you.
Please keep watching hockey. I like that you're a hockey fan. Thank you for calling DANtics.
Bye-bye.
What is this Sleeping Beauty? What happened in Sleeping Beauty? Bippity boppity boop.
No, I think
don't
she was
even
sleeping
know.
and some dude came and kissed her.
We don't do that in 2020 anymore. You guys were asking what I was drinking. Is water. DANtics is like water and paying attention. There's no beer in DANtics. Hello, welcome to the leap year. Oh no, sorry. Welcome to a special leap day of DANtics. Who's this?
Amanda.
How you doing?
I'm alright. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. How do you think I feel? I have to stay up here the whole time. I can't even hang up the phone. I gotta look into this little dot. But that's okay.
Yeah, but you can have adult drinks.
Not during DANtics. I did the first couple episodes, and I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it smooth so the show runs correctly. All right, you ready to play DANtics and win some cash and prizes?
There are no cash and prizes.
Yeah, there are none.
All right, here we go. In which American state is Tabasco produced?
Tabasco. Tennessee?
No, it is actually Louisiana. I didn't know that either. Do you like Tabasco?
Not really.
That's okay. You'll never have to have that question asked to you again. Oh, if you do, you'll know the answer. All right, Question number 2. Which island is sometimes referred to as the Emerald Island?
Emerald Island.
Try to will the answer into your head. Ugh. It is actually Ireland.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense now to me, but I don't even know. I probably would have picked like Iceland or something like that, or Greenland or something, but
I was thinking in the Caribbean. I wasn't even thinking
like
over there.
like
in
way
Europe.
up over there on the other side of the globe. It's okay. I think I probably would have guessed wrong on that one, but have no fear. Since you're not on the leaderboard, you can call again, and since now we're best of friends, you don't have to be nervous here on DANtics.
All right, cool.
All right, cool. All right, have a good night, and hopefully I'll talk to you again soon.
Sounds good.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, Ireland, you have lots of names. Did you ever get the answer of what was going on with that Tane drink?
Oh, yes. She said that it is crushed ice, apple juice, cranberry juice, and tang powder mixed up in a ninja blender. It's her hubby's invention.
Oh, I'm down for that. I am way down for that. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, it's Margaret.
Hey, Margaret, how you doing?
I'm good.
So tell me this. Do you have any leap year traditions?
No, not really.
I don't think anybody else does either, which is okay. You ready to play some DANtics?
Let's go.
All right. In hockey, what is the maximum number of players a team can have on the ice?
Oh, the 12?
Ooh, no, it is actually 6. It is 6 on each side. It's 5 players plus a goalie, no matter which way you slice it up. I guess 12 if you put them all together.
If it was both teams, but the question was a team.
Yes, but if you had 12 on each side, it would just be a traffic jam, and the ice would probably melt from all that friction. Nevertheless, you have another chance to redeem yourself. Holy cow, one of these pieces of papers here is like a book. I hope I don't have to pull that question later. Here we go, question number 2. In which sport is the term bagel used?
I'm gonna take a stab in the dark and say golf.
No, it's close. It's air golf or tennis.
Air golf?
Yeah, I don't know.
No one has ever called it air golf.
No one has ever called it air golf. You know what? We can start a trend. It could be air golf. It means when somebody loses a set 6-0. I don't know if you know much about tennis, but that is pretty much just getting completely shut out in tennis. Oof.
You just gave me 2 questions about sports I don't watch.
That's okay. I'll try to mix these up so these sports questions will fall heavily to the bottom. Hey, did you know that sleeping...
Because I was just watching, and I got 4 in a row, so I don't know what's going on.
What's up with that Sleeping Beauty question? Did you know that answer? Do you know who Aurora is?
Yes, but her other name is Briar Rose.
Oh my gosh, you have like Bruce Wayne knowledge about this. I don't know why I've never heard about it. Maybe because I just don't really watch Sleeping Beauty. Well, you got 2 wrong. Wow, nobody's guessed anything on this very hard Leap Day episode of DANtics. But the good news is you can call back as many times as you like, as long as you're not on top of the leaderboard. So thank you for calling DANtics, and I'll see you next time.
Okay, bye, Dan.
Bye. Wow. And you like Well, I guess it just depends. I mean, she knew.
Are we blaming me now for the difficulty level of the questions?
She knew who Sleeping Beauty.
There's a lot of pressure when you have 5 seconds to answer a question on the spot. It's easier to answer them when you're not on the spot.
Absolutely, and I can relate. Because last night when I was trying to go through the questions that you put, I was trying to answer the questions, and some of them were like, duh, and some of them were like, I have no idea, and some of them were like, I can't think of it fast enough. So, I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. It's not too late to call in, guys. There's the link in the description below. There's the link in the chat. You can add me on Skype at DANtics. You're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hello.
Hi. Who's this?
It's Christina from Trona.
What's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Awesome. Are you ready to play DANtics and win a trip around the world?
Okay.
There's no trip around the world.
Sounds good. All right. Question number 1. In the board game Operation, which item was extracted from the throat area?
The Hyoid
It was actually the Adam's apple.
I knew that.
Duh. Man, old Operation was rad. It was all with a bunch of D batteries. I played Operation when Blake was a kid, and it's not as shocking as it was before. Okay. Question number 2. Which singer's 1995 album was titled Jagged Little Pill?
Well, I think that was Avril Lavigne.
Yes, you are wrong. It's actually Alanis Morissette. Close. I think Avril Lavigne was Skater Boy with a tie. Alanis Morissette had one hand in her pocket and the other one guessing on DANtics. You didn't get any right. Nobody's gotten any right today. Nobody's gotten any right today at all.
I'm sorry, I'll try to find easier questions.
Oh my gosh. What happened? What happened, dude? Where did you go? What did you go wrong today on DANtics?
My name is Christina. I'm not a dude.
I'm sorry. It is 2020, so I approve your message. Did you mean to say Avril Lavigne, or did you mean to say Alanis Morissette?
Don't be offended. I'm not offended. I run into this problem in the bathroom at Target all the time.
Also, we're from California. Everybody's a dude. Haven't you seen the meme? Like, sometimes my sink's a dude. Like, everything's
I'm a dude. You're a dude. Yeah, didn't you watch Kid Appeal? Well, thanks for calling DANtics. Please call back in under any pseudonym that you want.
Dan?
Yeah?
Could you direct me to the right part number for a specialized bottom bracket, 127 millimeters by 68 millimeters, but I'm looking for an English bottom bracket?
Those two don't exist. Those are raw numbers, because if it was a bottom bracket with a 160, if it was a bottom bracket with a length, then it wouldn't be English. It would be a regular sealed bottom bracket on a mountain bike, right, sir?
Not necessarily, because you have to think about French and Italian bottom brackets.
Wow, you're really going for deep cuts there, sir. Way to have me have some bike shop flashbacks. Well, in other news, thank you for calling DANtics, and please call back again. Thank you.
I will.
Comedians tonight, huh? Why don't you leave the joke telling to your boy Dan here? All right. Call me up on DANtics. Links in the description, links in the chat, links are up over my head. If you can't figure it out, ask your grandchildren. Oh. Hello, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, it's Shannon.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
All right, you have any leap day traditions?
No, I have some friends who got birthdays on today, so they do a bunch of partying, but we didn't do anything with them today.
Yeah, that's weird. How does that work? Like, you just don't really get to legitimately celebrate your birthday on, like, your day, except for once every 4 years?
Pretty much.
Wow, how come you're not hanging out with them? That's, like, way more monumental than DANtics. Holy cow.
Because we got bronchitis and the flu.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, ouch. That is not good. That's okay. You know what? If you can win on DANtics, you will get a lifetime supply of anti-bronch, the only spray that cures bronchitis on contact.
There is no anti-bronch.
I'll take a lifetime supply.
Question number 1, and holy cow, it's a book. Which band were Which bands was uncovered as a hoax in 1990 when their manager admitted that they had not sung any of their songs and had actually been miming tracks recorded by other singers?
Milli Vanilli.
Yes. Do you remember when that all went down and they were on stage and their DAT tape messed up and?
Yep, I had their CD.
Were you one of the people that that was the first time that I saw people actually trashing their CDs and burning it and stuff like that? Man.
No, I just tossed it.
They were really. Were you that mad about it?
I was a little annoyed because, you pay money for something and it's not even them. They're working off somebody else's work.
Well, I mean, I'm a robot. I mean, if I turn around behind me, you'll see all the wires hanging out of it. So, nothing on television's exactly how it is. Although, you weren't set off at all, or no. You weren't alerted at all when you heard them talk in public, and they clearly did not sound anything near what they sounded like on their record.
Cable, so I didn't really get to see them outside of listening to them on the radio.
I will say, blame it on the rain. It's catchy, girl. You know it's true.
It was.
Girl. I mean, come on. He's riding his bike. Why was he riding his bike? That was so crazy. Oh, we got another question?
Yes, we got our first point on the leaderboard.
All right. Yes. Good job, Millie or Vanilli.
Yay.
I'm not sure which one's still around. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. Who wrote the book The Great Gatsby and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button?
There's 2 separate books.
The Great Gatsby. F. Scott Fitzgerald?
Yes. How'd you know that?
I read a lot.
I feel like most people know that.
Are you a Stephen King fan?
Oh, yeah, my husband's a huge Stephen King fan.
Oh, jeez.
You got something against Stephen King?
No, I mean, you have bookshelves dedicated to him.
Not out here, they're all in the bedroom. I now have a bookshelf dedicated to my Stephen King collection.
All right, question the next. In which country would you find the world's longest suspension bridge?
Longest suspension bridge.
Yes, in which country?
I think China.
No, you're close. It's in that region. It is actually Japan.
Japan.
Yes, and there's 6 of them. And they total maybe close to 5 miles long. But the one in the middle is a little over a mile long on a suspension bridge. Crystal has an insane fear of bridges to the point when we're driving on the freeway, because I live in LA. When I'm driving on the LA freeways, when you have to go over a lot of bridges to get on overpasses and stuff like that, and when you can feel yourself on a bridge, she has a meltdown. One time there was this big bridge in San Diego that we couldn't get past.
It's in Long Beach and it's the Vincent Thomas Bridge, and if you miss the on-ramp for the freeway, you have to go over the huge, way too steep bridge and back again to get on the freeway.
That might have been the worst. That might have been the worst.
Oh, no.
Can I remind you not to say that the answer is incorrect until the buzzer goes off?
Yes, I've been trying to do a good job, but yes, you can say that. Go ahead.
I just did.
Okay. All right, here we go. In which country are the 2018 Winter Olympics scheduled to take place? Wait, but...
Oh, I might not have reworded that question.
In which country did the 2018 Winter Olympics take place?
They were in... Where was the Winter Olympics at?
Come on, you got this.
Oh, crap. They were supposed to be in Japan, but they're not. Might not be. Damn it, I forgot.
Actually, yes, this summer they're supposed to be in Japan, but who knows if that's going to happen. They was actually in South Korea, right? It was Seoul, South Korea, which I know because I love watching ice hockey, and you have to get up at all kinds of crazy hours. And then the 4 years before that, I think they were in Skokie, right? That's when they were in Russia before that?
Yeah, with the failed hotel.
Oh, that's right, with all the crazy failed hotel stuff. Man.
Yeah, we're huge Capitals fans. We watch a lot of hockey, too.
Oh, okay. All right. Man, my Pens have lost 5 in a row, and tonight they're playing. I hope it's not a 6th. But your Caps are doing pretty well. You guys made some good trade deadline stuff. Ovi's on fire right now. I mean, he's always on fire, but he got a 700 goal the other day. He could catch Gretzky. It is very hard to catch people from the 90s since the rules and the dynamics of hockey have changed since the trap. So, good job, Oven Chicken.
It really is.
Well, you got yourself on the leaderboard with 1 point?
Nope, 2.
With 2 points. All right. Shannon's setting the score high. You can't call back in until you've fallen out of first place, but when they can, you call back and we'll have some more hockey talk, all right? Thanks you for playing DANtics. You probably like the show because I do have Caps red on. And maybe I should change my motif to black and yellow.
No, the jacket's good. Don't worry.
Hey, real quick before you go, tell me nobody partied harder when they won the cup than Oven Chicken.
Ovechkin?
No, it's oven chicken. But tell me, I mean, nobody in the history of winning any sports thing, even Gronk didn't party as hard as Ovechkin. He was like flopping around, bathing like a bird inside the fountain. Such cool times.
And he's like the biggest kid. He's so old, but he was so enthusiastic and so awesome about it. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, I've come around to like him. We could have had him, but we picked Malkin over him. We could have had him in the draft. I'm glad we didn't, but... Well, thanks for calling, DANtics. Talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks.
So Sky is saying she's having trouble hearing you ask questions, and her volume and YouTube volume are at 100. I turned you up all the way.
Is anybody else having questions? I'm peeking the red line. You can always cut. Why don't you? The couch is here, and it's. You guys can't see, but I have a big screen on there, and I'm live on there. You could always come here, and you could hear me just fine on the couch. Live in person for DANtics. Anything else going on in the chat room?
Just said you're good. Steve said Stephen King's the best, and he still has to watch the second season of Castle Rock, which I highly recommend. It's real slow going in the middle, but when it finishes, it like comes full circle and kind of makes sense. I highly recommend it.
You guys and your
You
Stephen
don't care.
Kings.
You
Stephen King.
You enjoy the shows and the movies when we watch them.
Dang, 3-3, Detroit and Ottawa. Nice. The Pens game starts in about another hour, and then I'll be asking for score updates. They're up in San Jose, so they're still in my neck of the woods, but they're up north. You're good. Okay, cool. Volume's good. Are people adding us on Skype?
I'm not sure.
Yes, people are adding us on Skype. All right. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this? Oh, one more time. What's your name, please?
Emily.
Hey, Emily. How you doing tonight?
Good. I'm back for round 2.
Nice. Do you have any... did I already ask you if you had any leap year traditions?
No, I don't.
Well, then
I
won't.
would have, but I was put on a heart monitor yesterday.
Oh, that is not good. I hope you're doing okay. Well, if it's monitoring it, I guess that's a good sign, so, nothing bad will happen.
Nope, I get to take it off tomorrow.
I'm not... I
It's
wouldn't...
a little... Sorry.
Oh, no, you go first.
It's a little baby one. It doesn't have... I don't have to have the, wires.
Oh, okay, cool. Little baby Yoda heart monitor. I love it. Okay, here we go. Let's see if you can win and get on the leaderboard here on DANtics. Question number 1. Which TV character said, "Live long and prosperous"?
No. What's the quote?
Live long and prosper?
There you go.
I never knew it said that.
I don't know.
It was Mr. Spock from Star Trek. It was Leonard Nimoy.
I don't want Star Trek.
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
I'm not a Trekkie or a Trekker. I'm more of a Star Wars fan. That's okay. All right. You're going to redeem yourself. I can feel it. You're going to redeem yourself with this question right now. Here we go. Wait, I have to open it up. Oh my gosh, here we go. Who provided the voice of Buzz Lightyear in Toy Story?
Oh! Tim Taylor?
I mean, that's not up to me.
Tim Taylor was another one of his characters.
That is true. So I guess Tim Taylor did not voice. It was Tim Allen. But if it was Tim Taylor, then he'd be like, "Arr!" Or whatever those grunting man noises that he made. Did you like that show?
Yes.
I heard-
It's hilarious. Every time he got hurt, I would laugh.
I heard they're bringing it back.
Yes.
Man, it's like I've lived. I feel like at this point, because they brought back like Will and Grace, they brought back like Lizzie McGuire. They tried to bring back Lizzie McGuire. I don't think that worked. They brought back so many shows that I feel like I've already lived my life, and now it's just an endless cycle. And here's the thing: they've gone to the well so many times to bring back old shows that what are we gonna do at the next leap? You can't like reboot everything that's already been rebooted. I think we're just gonna run out of television. Oh well, more time for DANtics. So thanks for calling in. No points still?
No, not this
Ooh,
time.
but you have another chance to call in. So we'll talk to you later.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do after we rebooted everything? Like, we gotta have something new, you know?
I mean, a lot of the shows like Will and Grace, they were in their 20s, 30s or something, and then we revisited it when they were like in their 40s, and then we'll see them as grandmas.
I guess. It can't be any worse than bringing back Roseanne. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, Dan.
Hey, what's up? Is this Crystal?
Yes, how are ya?
Good. How you doing? Hey, I have a question for you since you're Canadian. Do you guys have leap year there?
We got leap year? Yeah, it's the 29th.
Okay, cool.
It's a calendar thing, not a regional thing.
You know, I just wanted to make sure, you guys are just a little bit more zany than us. You guys have other things and, Timbit cereals and,
Yeah,
so I didn't know.
poutine.
And poutine, so maybe not. Do you have any traditions for?
No.
I mean, I guess you haven't really lived that many, you haven't really lived that many
25 years, quarter of a century.
Wow, you're just a pup. I need somebody, and if you guys are in the chat and your birthday's today, you need to call in. You get an extra strike, but you have to prove to me.
Yeah, somebody call in if they have a birthday today. That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll sing you happy birthday here on DANtics. All right, you ready to win fabulous cash and prizes?
There's no cash prizes, but let's play.
All right, here we go. Question the first. What is the name of the underwater valley forming the deepest part of the world's oceans?
Atlanta? I'm not sure.
It is actually the Mariana Trench.
Mariana.
I'm sorry, the Mariana Trench. And, I don't know if you've seen any of those documentaries and stuff where they try to go really, really, really deep into the ocean, and then they get like 3 or 4 second, Yeti footage of these big squids coming around and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Yeah, those are cool.
And if you had a choice between us going to the moon, which we are going to go to the moon, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, or us discovering what's down below on our planet, which one would you choose?
Probably the moon. I don't want to be underwater.
Yeah, I would
I'm
love
scared.
to go to the moon. I wonder if in your lifetime, probably not in mine, that you'll get to go to space, where it's dark outside, I wonder.
I don't know.
I would love to see what's on the bottom of the ocean, but they don't have a flashlight cool enough. They need they need to be able to light it up down there.
Yes.
I don't know how those.
Too dark down there.
Yeah, I don't know how those animals live down there with all those pressures. I try to hop in on the deep end, and my head feels like it's gonna pressure explode when I go down to the bottom. But I digress. All right, here we go. How many points is the letter H worth in Scrabble?
Oh, 25, I think. Or maybe 4. I'll say 25, but it's probably not.
Should have stuck with your
Oh my gosh, you
second
should have
answer.
stuck with 4. It's 4. Holy cow! Wait, that's that is a big that is a big lopsided answer. What was going through your mind when you picked 4?
I don't know.
That kind
I
of
should've grabbed it.
that kind of made me happy. That's my highlight. That and Tane smoothies. It does my highlight. Okay, you didn't get any. Oh, you got 1 right?
No, we didn't get it.
No, okay, you got none right, but that means you and I get to talk again. So thanks for calling
I'll
DANtics.
call again
and
later.
Please call again. Yes. Wow, she nailed it with the 4.
I don't think any single tile is 25 points. I think the highest aren't J and Q 10.
Maybe. That game is just homework to me. I played Words with Friends for a while, and I would get words. Most of them are 3-letter words, which is fine. That's right. I'm Dan, so I got 3 letters in my name. Right in my wheelhouse. But, yeah, I was never triple word scoring. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, Ben again.
What's up? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. Just standing here. It's warm in here today. I don't know what's going
just
on. It's a
you.
little warm under the lights. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lights going here. Oh my gosh. I bet my electric bill's just cycling around. All right. Ready to play some DANtics?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. Which bird has the longest wingspan?
Bald eagle.
No, it is actually the albatross, which I don't know if I've ever seen one in my life. I imagine it's a big crane-looking thing if it's going to be that long, right?
Yeah, it would have to be.
I guess it would have to be. All right, that's okay. Here we go. Ooh, this question is on a small piece of paper, so maybe you'll get this one right. I don't know why the page size has anything to do with it in my mind, but here we go. In terms of navigation, what does GPS stand for?
Global Positioning Satellite?
Yes,
Maybe?
yes, or system. You are right on all counts. Good job, good job. All right, you're on the leaderboard. Actually, well, I'll give you a second for your name to show up on there since it's a little low on the leaderboard today. Ooh, Ben. All right, 3-letter names. I love 3-letter names. Makes me so happy. All right, next question to be tied for first place. Which vegetable is sometimes referred to as lady's fingers?
Ladies' fingers. Oh,
Yeah,
man, I don't know.
weird.
Carrots?
No, actually it's okra. Huh. I'd rather it be
Oh.
carrots or like why would you call it that?
I don't
Let
know
me
any
see.
other
Let
calls
me
it
hold.
that.
Let me see your fingers.
These ones?
Oh yeah, it totally.
Does it look like okra?
Yeah, they're totally right. It's okra. Well, you got one, Ben, which means you can call again here on DANtics. Please do and see if you could topple the leaderboard. It's wide
All
open
right,
tonight.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks for calling in.
Yep. See ya.
Why would they call it ladyfinger? Jess, come on, Jess, you ate this
I don't
stuff.
even know anybody who eats okra, so I don't know. There is some debate in the chat about whether we should have let her have that, to let Crystal have that with the, because she did say 4.
She chose, and I stopped, and then she had a 50-50 shot, and she chose incorrectly.
Yes.
So no.
Because you could just shout out 15 different answers in that case, and then as long as one of them's correct, but sorry, you gotta have a final answer.
Hey!
Hey!
You're on DANtics, who's this?
Hi, Dan.
What's up? Is this Margaret?
No?
Oh, it's Crystal. Okay.
Sorry,
Yes!
it was
Sorry.
popping up the wrong name
Sorry,
on
it
the
was,
screen.
yep, wrong names on the screen. Alright, you ready to redeem yourself?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Let's just get right to it. Are we blasting through these questions? I gotta watch out. We only have like 100 of these things. One of my rules down there says keep the chat to a minimum. People want more questions, and they want less of me talking. Oh, that's weird. But then I forgot that, like...
More talking, Dan. We want more talking.
I would like you to talk a little more, because finding questions is hard work.
That's gonna be hard work. We might have to resort to trivia show games soon. I know. I saw when I was at your mom's house last week. She had some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame like trivia games sitting there.
Yes,
I'm like-
she bought that because it was on clearance. She keeps telling me we should play it.
No, she just needs to let me borrow it so I can steal some of these questions from it. Actually, okay. Here we go. Question number 1. What does a cartomaniac collect? A cartomaniac. Okay, here we go. What does a cartomaniac collect?
Cars.
No, I thought so. I would have thought shopping carts. It's actually maps. I think that's like more like a cartographer. Oh, that's the person that actually draws the maps,
Yes.
huh? Wow, there's actually a name of somebody that collects something? That's weird. Okay, well, cartomaniac collects maps. Now you'll know, and hopefully you'll never have to use that word again.
Yes.
That's alright. Here we go. Next question. Got faith in you on this one here, Crystal. Got faith in
Okay.
you. If you get this one right, you win a new dog. Huh, that's weird.
There's no new dog.
Oh,
I
oh.
do have
Oh,
a new
okay,
dog.
okay.
Oh my goodness.
What is Madonna's real first name?
Oh my god. Oh. What's Madonna's first name? Oh my god. Abby? I don't know.
Abby.
This just came up last week. It was kind of a test to see who was paying attention last week, because we did discuss Madonna's first name
was it a
last
test?
week.
Did you just test everybody?
Just seeing if you guys were paying attention.
I don't know.
Actually, her name is Madonna. Huh.
Really? Oh my god, I should have just said Madonna then.
Yeah, I was hoping you would just go with the obvious, but why would it be the obvious, you know? But
It was hard though, because you never know, right?
You
Because
just
Rihanna
ne-
has a different name, you know?
yep, you just never know. You know what my real name is?
It's Dan.
Bam! Yes, you're right. Well, thank you for calling DANtics. You know the rules, and call back soon.
Alright, bye.
Bye. I would have probably thought Madonna. I would not have guessed until I read it last night. I would not have guessed that Madonna's name was Madonna.
We talked about it last week. We confirmed that her real name is Madonna. It's like Madonna, I want to say Louise or something.
I have goldfish
Chicago?
brain. I was trying to blame it on all the aluminum that's in my deodorant. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
It's Margaret again.
What's up? Hey, what's for dinner? I'm hungry.
I had Hot Pockets.
Oh, which kind? Hold on, let me guess. Was it pepperoni Hot Pockets?
No.
Okay, wait, I get one more guess before I get eliminated off my own show. Was it like shredded chicken and barbecue sauce?
Nope.
Dang. What was it?
Cheeseburger.
Oh, how was that? Was that good or is that funky?
It's a little funky because you can actually taste the pickles, but it really does actually taste good.
Wow, they didn't skimp on the cheeseburger. It's not just like meat in there like Hamburger Helper. It's like it's got like the toppings and stuff on it.
That would mess with my mind a little bit because it's like a Hot Pocket to me is like a pizza thing.
Pickles are overwhelming.
And then it has pickles.
Yeah, pickles are overwhelming.
It has ketchup too. I caught a little bit of ketchup in there too.
No.
I don't know if I want that.
Couldn't do it.
And everybody in the chat, let me know if just yes or no. Are you down for hamburger Hot Pockets?
I did not even know that was a thing.
Dan, my other favorite. I have two favorite Hot Pockets. That being the other one. The other one being Philly cheesesteak.
I've had those before. Those weren't too bad. I haven't had a Hot Pocket though in like 10 years.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, last time I had one, it just tasted like preservatives. All right, here we go. Oh wait, last question on Hot Pockets. Do you take the actual little like sleeve and fold it the right way to put your pocket in?
No, I just slide it in, put it in the microwave.
And then just slide it back into your mouth. I didn't know until the end that you could fold up the little thing. What do people say?
We're getting a whole bunch of nopes to the cheeseburger Hot Pocket.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. In ancient Egypt mythology, which god has the head of a jackal? Well, that's unfortunate.
Ra.
Oh, it is actually Anubis?
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 Oh, Anubis!
You say like you know who that is. I've never seen that person before.
It's that thing where once you hear the answer, you're like, of course that's the one.
Can you give me a picture of what this thing is, please?
I was between those two. It's between Ra and Anubis.
I mean, if it wasn't in the Odyssey or like a Marvel character, like it's not like I
seen
studied.
this.
I might have.
It's like hieroglyphics. It's
Oh,
like,
yes.
You've seen that like on the inside of a pyramid or
Oh
something.
yeah, I see that. Okay, I get it. Yeah, all right. I didn't know what his name is. Doghead. It's Doghead Manwalk. Okay, here we go. Next question. What is the most common street name in the U.S.?
Madison.
No, it is actually 2nd Street. What? Is there some towns that just don't have first streets? Holy cow, what is up with
Yeah,
that?
I don't know why second is the most
No?
popular.
Really?
No, there was no like reasoning.
Huh,
That's
well,
just the most popular.
Second is first. I don't know that I buy that.
I fact
That's
checked.
a little backwards.
A little bit, right? Right? It is a little backwards.
Maybe they go like Main Street and then second. No, because there still have to be more seconds than anything else. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I fact checked though. I promise.
Is that 2?
That's 2.
Did you get any right this time?
Not this time.
You have to call back because there's still this empty 3rd spot right here. Oh wait, I can't go any further. There's still this empty 3rd spot here on the leaderboard that nobody's gotten yet. So call back on DANtics and get your name in lights.
Oh, I will.
All right, enjoy that second Hot Pocket in that box. Have a good night.
Oh, I already ate both of them.
Yeah, yes, that's my girl. All right, see you next time on DANtics. Oh my god, to go through all my water. I had a 5-hour live stream last night. Thank you all that showed up for that to help me get my watch minutes for monetization. And I think I used up a little bit of my squeeze box.
Your squeeze box? Is that what we're calling it now?
You're on DANtics. Who's this?
Katie.
Hey, what's up, Katie? How you doing?
I'm doing good. I just got off of work.
What you eating?
I just ate 2 soft shells.
Ooh, that sounds good. What's on tap tonight? M&Ms or cookies?
I don't know.
Maybe even both?
Both. Yeah.
All right. You ready to play DANtics?
I am.
Oh, this is like, can I at least ask questions that are of the right, like, age group? Because that is not appropriate. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. What is the most common name for the larynx? Larynx. What is the most common name for the larynx?
Larynx.
I know it's in your throat.
It's not a squeeze
Is it
box.
like your windpipe? Or is it your throat?
It's very funny that you picked this question since you just called it a squeeze box.
Oh.
But it's actually called...
It's actually called the voice box. You were very close. You were like right in that area there.
You knew the part of the body.
Yeah.
Really, really close.
I knew it was in my neck somewhere.
All right. Ready for the next question?
Yes.
Okay. How high above the ground is a regulation basketball hoop?
8 feet? 10 feet?
Which one?
What's a regulation basketball hoop?
We need a final answer. Time's up.
10.
Yes, I'll give it to you. 10 feet or 3 meters for those of you guys that don't count feet, which is most of the world, right?
Yes.
Well, Katie, look it. You made it onto the leaderboard. Ah!
Yay!
Yes, take your screenshot now. Okay.
Bumpy.
Next question. The city of Pompeii was almost entirely destroyed in 79 AD due to the eruption of what volcano?
Mom, do you know what volcano erupted? That was very much help.
We didn't give her enough information on that. Name a volcano, hurry.
I don't know. I don't even know.
It is actually Mount Vesuvius.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I turned
I don't
everybody
know
into
what that
potato
is.
chips. Is that 2? Is that 2?
It was Mount
Vesuvius, because of Pompeii. You had to give her that little bit of information there. Well, check this out, Katie. You're on the leaderboard with 1.
Yay!
Yes, and you know, who knows? Maybe your name will stay up there. But you can also call back and try to improve boop, 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 your position. I feel like the weather lady when I'm trying to like point at the screen. At some point, I need like a monitor here so I can see myself because I have really bad like perception of where I'm.
Aren't you on
at.
Aren't you on your TV?
Yeah, but my TV's like on that wall over there, so all I can see is just like moving stuff. Crystal can probably see it better on that
I guess
angle.
that's true.
But it's just wiggly stuff here. But thanks for calling DANtics. Have a good night. Try not to overload on chocolate.
I won't do that.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, try to fluff these up. These are getting kind of stuck together because we just folded up a bunch of questions before it started. Anything else going good in the chat? What's going on in the chat?
Shannon pointed out that First Street usually becomes names like Broad and Main, so maybe they change it after the fact, like it's originally First, Second, Third, and then they change it.
Okay, that makes sense. Hey, welcome to a special Leap Day episode of DANtics. Who's this?
This is Oliver.
Hey, hi, Oliver. How are you doing? First time you're calling in, huh?
Yeah.
I like that name. All right, you
Thanks.
ready? Are you ready to win a new Nintendo Switch here on DANtics?
There is no Nintendo Switch.
I already have one, so
Ooh, what's your favorite Switch game?
probably Super Smash Bros.
Oh, nice. I'm not good at that game. Do you play Mario Kart?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, man. If you ever get Mario Kart, dude, let me know. I'll add you to the list because we're always playing Mario Kart and we're always looking for Mario Karters.
Yay!
All right. Here we go. I'm going to ask you some questions and let's see if you can get this one right. Question number 1. What is the main ingredient in hummus?
Peppers?
No, it's actually chickpeas. You ever have hummus?
I've had it once.
Did you like it?
No.
Nah, it's okay. Maybe when you get older, you'll like hummus. I don't think I ever even tried hummus until like 10 years ago. It's good, but I don't think Kid Dan would have liked hummus. That's all right. Let's pull out another question here and see if you can get this one right. Here we go. Question number 2. In which U.S. state is Pearl Harbor?
Do you know?
I have no clue.
Pick a state.
I have no clue.
It is actually Hawaii. Something that you'll probably learn this soon in school. You'll probably learn all about it in school. But it is in Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been to Hawaii. You ever been to Hawaii?
I have not.
Oh. Well, you didn't get any right, but check this out. Oliver, you could totally call back in and win. And you never know what questions are going to come at you. There's video game questions here. There's fun stuff. So thanks for calling. I love that you called in. And please call back here on DANtics, okay?
Yep.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, that was rad.
I like when we get new callers.
Me too. Anything else going on? It is like a little... I think I talk about this every week.
It is not warm in here. It's you because you're performing and you're on.
Is that what this is?
Yes.
I'm just trying to stay in my little bubble here, but I still have a little bit of room
Stop
to run
running. That's going to make you more hot.
Oh, I'm all excited. I'm almost out of water. What time are we at? Well, we're almost at our break.
Yeah, maybe a couple more calls.
Yeah, a couple more calls. Still have a full room in here. Hey, if you guys are new to this, go to Skype. If you don't know how to go to Skype, and I know I tell you guys to call your grandchildren and stuff like that, just go to the App Store, download Skype, create a username, add DANtics. There's a link in the description. You can click that, and it'll add it on in. And you pick it up. You just make like a phone call. You're not on video chat or anything like that. And call in and talk to me. I don't bite. Soon we'll get a Skype number, and you'll be able to call in like that's me calling in on my hands that don't go straight. See, and Jess, thank you. Oh, our moderators too. Who's moderating tonight? I haven't seen Mueller at all, but
We have Jess and
Jess is
Steve.
here. Steve's here. Jess is always throwing up links. Thank you, Jess. You have so much stuff on your plate, and you work so hard all the time that for you to stop to do this, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And I have something for you later.
Shannon says her husband won a trip from the radio when they went to Hawaii 20 years ago.
That sounds cool. From who? Like Mark and Brian on KLOS? Do you remember when they didn't have to tell you your voice was on the air?
Yeah.
Oh man, there was some crazy stuff that used to happen on Mark and Brian before you had to tell people that your voice was on the air, and then it made it no fun no more. I have to support my friends. Aw, thanks. Hearts. Well, I'm not good at
Yeah,
that.
that's not a heart.
Well, what do you want? I have like claws for hands.
No, I don't think the pinkies are involved in the heart.
You guys don't understand. So my fingers don't go straight, and when I try to pet animals, my fingers go in their ears. It's all waxy. It pokes people in the eye. It's so. I guess I can make the little. Oh, what is that? What is that shape? Yeah, don't be afraid to call in. It's super fun. I don't bite. Ask Steve and ask Jess. I talk to them every day.
Shannon says they won it from Jeff and Jeff, the local radio station.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so mad. I'm like, I know we work together well, but could you not be... we watched this Lego show. What are the two people in the Lego show?
It's Jamie and Amy.
Yeah.
And I hate it.
The laggy through.
Oh, hello, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
It's Steph and Zane. How you going?
Oh my gosh. Hey, tell me something. I know you're like all on the other side of the world and everything, but do you two own anything that says Steph plus Zane on it? Or do you have both of your names with like a heart somewhere? Like, is there anything that you have that has both of your names on it? Because I imagine that's something these guys would do.
No. I don't know. Do we?
No, nothing.
Oh, maybe
We don't?
maybe you guys should. I just
Good.
imagined that. Okay, so what time is it there?
It is. What time is it?
Wait, let me guess. 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 10, almost 11 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Oh, who's worldly now? All right, you ready to play? You ready to play some DANtics? Even though you're from the future and you can technically go back and watch the replay of the show, since it's already ended by the time it's 11 o'clock tomorrow, and guess all the answers. But here we go. Oh no, it's a question about the USA. What is the national bird of the United States of America?
Eagle.
I'm gonna give it to you.
Yes, it is the bald eagle.
If you were American, I would have made you be more specific, but since you're not, I'm impressed that you even knew that.
You know what? I have a question. Is there any eagles that aren't called bald eagles?
I think so.
Do we have eagles over here?
No, we don't.
No, you guys have other rad things like dingoes and like kangaroos. Oh my gosh, what it would be like to like see one of those like in person? That'd be so rad. But yeah, what happens? Are you an eagle and then when you get older you lose your hair and you're a bald eagle?
No,
is that what
there's
happens?
golden eagles and sea eagles and
And spread eagle.
harpy eagles.
That's right.
Stop that.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay, here's another question here on DANtics. What substance is known as the universal solvent? I didn't even know this one.
Ooh.
Universal something.
Yes, the
I have no
universal
idea.
solvent.
Gumption?
What'd you say it was? No, I didn't hear that. What?
Gumption.
Close. It's actually water.
Ah.
I know, what a crummy answer, right? So you're tied for third with one. Is there more than one person tied for third for one?
No, there's 3 people that have 1 point. I don't take anybody off until like you're the third person to get 1 point, so I'm not
so they
gonna
don't
knock
even make it
somebody
on the
off
list?
until you beat one of them.
That's okay. Please call back in a little bit and you can get
No, that was
on
only 1 strike.
Oh, was that only 1 strike?
Yeah, 1 strike, 1 point.
Oh, look what, I'm sorry, new game show, who dis? Okay, here we go. I have another one for you guys right here. All right. Which city has the largest railway station in the world in terms of platforms?
The UK.
I'm gonna need a city.
Oh.
Whoa,
London.
What was the final answer?
London.
No, it was actually New York. Wow,
yeah.
really? Like, there's so many other places that have like that depend on railways. Like Japan's whole city, you know. You've been to Japan yet?
Right, and New York. I knew it was one of those two.
But New York's small.
Why
Wow.
didn't I? Japan, Dan.
Right, I would have thought. I would have guessed Japan since like It's all over their whole country, which
But
their
it's
country
a
is kind of
specific
small.
station, like in the city. So
What? Oh, okay. Like they have the biggest train
which station has the most number of
Ah,
platforms.
man. That's okay. You guys all at home get way more correct than I even get, and this is my show. So thank you for calling. You guys got one right. Please call again. Get your name on the leaderboard. If you could win, I'll put both of your names on the Danley Cup. And thanks for calling and thanks for supporting. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. We'll see you later.
Yep. Thanks
Cheers,
for calling
Dan.
DANtics. Cheers. Ah, I love it. Welcome to DANtics. Who's this?
It's Melissa.
Hey, Melissa. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. My voice is kind of squeaky, though. I got a cold.
Oh my gosh, mine's kind of getting squeaky too. I feel like I'm losing my voice. I hope you get over your cold soon. You ready to play some DANtics and win some free cold medicine?
There's no cold medicine. I'm sorry.
I tried, but these questions are a whole lot harder than what they have been.
You know what? I was thinking the same thing. And here's the thing. Maybe I should provide 10% of the questions because I'm kind of a little derpy and like all my questions would be kind of silly. But there's already so many questions in the world, and like I think like our question vein is drying up, right?
I'm digging a little deeper.
Yeah.
I can go with derpy.
Yeah. So
I
maybe
was accused of some of them being too easy last week with the Simpsons ones and stuff, so it's hard to find what's common knowledge that people can answer within 5 seconds. So we're learning here.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. What is the more common name for the scapula?
Scapula.
The shoulder blade.
Yeah. See, yes, you're on. I would have gotten that wrong. I would have did something with like I would have been like your head turf or like whatever like this is here. Does it move?
Yeah, that.
I can do that. I can move my ears. Okay, well you got that one right. I wouldn't have got that one right. So maybe the questions aren't as hard as we think. All right, question the second. Which of Disney's 7 dwarves does not have a beard?
Dopey?
Yeah, you're right. It is Dopey. I think he just left his at home.
I was going between Bashful and Dopey, and I think it's Dopey that looks the youngest.
That's so weird. I wonder why they all have beards except for that dude. Maybe he lost a contest, or maybe he was like that one dude in ZZ Top. Remember how like they all had long beards, and then I think the drummer was just like, I'm done with getting soup in my beard or whatever else. I've never had a beard, and I will never grow a beard. But
remember that time you grew a
must have been
mustache?
follically challenged or something.
Right, follically challenged. Yes, I did grow a mustache for Movember once in like 2011 from Vidi to collect money, and I looked like I was about to pull you over and get you a speeding ticket.
It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. Is that one? That's just one, right?
That was 2 points, no strikes.
Oh, 2 points, no strikes. Oh my gosh. Holy
So far,
cow.
you're doing the best here. You're tied with Shannon
Dang,
for first.
Shannon, wake up, Shannon.
Awesome.
You're about to get bumped off if you can get this question right. In which country would you find Mount Sinai?
Sinai.
Mount Sinai.
I want to say Jerusalem, but I don't think so.
It is Egypt.
Oh, of course.
I would not have known that one. That's okay. It's only one strike. No worries. Plot another question. No, and when I'm like grabbing, I can't see any of the questions. And even if I could, I can't read that fast. I'm just trying to like fluff them up and just pick up one that like flops to the top here. All right. Next question. In the hit 1982 film Blade Runner, it is an adaptation of what novel by Philip K. Dick?
No idea.
Okay, do androids dream of electric sheep? Oh my gosh, no wonder they call it the Blade Runner. Like, that's like a way hard one.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
You ever watch that flick? I heard it was boring as heck.
You watched it with us recently. After
Oh, you
Play
watched
Credit.
like the new one, right? Or the old one?
Yeah,
I think I was mad, right?
Probably.
I don't think I was happy about it. I'm like, what the heck is Indiana Solo doing? Like, this is boring as heck. Is that 2?
That's 2.
Well,
2
you're
points,
tied
2
for
strikes.
first place. Well, you're sitting in second right now. But I think you should call back again. You've got some right in a row before you got some wrong, and I think you could be on the move and win your name in lights. Oh, there are no lights. On electrical, no, masking tape on my old 4th place travel hockey trophy from 1997. Wow, that dates me, huh?
Yeah.
So thanks for calling DANtics.
Thank you, Dan.
Mm-hmm. Did I tell you how I got this trophy? I got kicked out of the game. I told you guys that story, right?
I think you did tell this story
Yeah.
last week.
Still salty about that.
Steve would like to see a picture of your mustache. I'm pretty sure it is on your Instagram somewhere.
No, it's before. RFS Dan didn't exist back then.
There's a video.
There's a Pokemon video.
The Pokemon
There's
video.
The Pokemon
you have
video.
The mustache. And you and Blake in the backyard.
Hang tight, Crystal. You know what it is? Is on RFS Dan. If you go down to my playlist and you go to flashbacks, there's one of them. There's one there. It's bad. I'm sure Jess will find it and link it. Thank you. All right, Crystal, you ready to top the leaderboard here on DANtics?
I will try.
All right, and we'll do a couple more, and then we'll take a break. Okay. Which letter is represented by 3 dots in Morse code? Because I know that you're super up to date on your Morse code.
3 letters?
So you know what Morse code is like? Remember? Beep 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 beep.
Yes,
beep.
yes.
Yeah. So if I made S, how many dots?
How many? 3 dots.
Sure, I give that one away, but I like it. That's me trying to help you out. Question number 2. Here we go. Ooh, The Simpsons. Greg will perk up no matter where he's at. The Simpsons originally appeared on television in 1987 as a segment on which other comedy show?
Comedy Network. Probably not. Or SNL. I don't know.
It was actually the Tracy Ullman Show, which predates both of us, I think. But that's where The Simpsons came from. And if you Google, I don't know if you watch The Simpsons, but if you Google Simpsons Tracy Ullman Show, you'll see how, like, Mr. Katz, like, squiggly like they weren't really dialed in yet. And it was kind of weird how it came to life from there. But it was actually the Tracy Ullman Show. Is that...
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's 1.1 strike.
1.1 strike, no problem. Let's keep on keeping on. All right, here we go. In which city would you find John F. Kennedy International Airport?
Which city? Oh my goodness.
John F. Kennedy International Airport.
Oh my god. Texas. No, it's not that. It's probably Washington.
It's actually New York City. JFK is the big one. There's LAX, and there's JFK, and then there's O'Hare in Chicago, and then I'm going to get out why I'm ahead. But
I tried, but it felt good. It was fun.
Yeah, but you got a point, and you can always call back since you're on top of the leaderboard, and thank you for playing DANtics.
You're welcome. This was fun. Bye.
All right. I'm always pulling for you guys, too. I'm like, get it right. Impress me with your knowledge. Anything good going on in the chat?
Steve said that it's one of his favorite movies of all time. I'm assuming he's talking about Blade Runner. Visually, that was the one that visually we liked it, but I didn't really love the movie. The book was really good.
You're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hello, Daniel. I am back.
Oh no, are you back again? You ready to win on DANtics?
I am.
All right. Microsoft's headquarters is in which U.S. state? And I did not know this one either.
California?
No, it's actually in Washington. Silicon Valley would be a good, that's a good guess. I thought maybe it probably would have been upstate, but I never thought about it. I guess maybe Jobs isn't from, like, around here, so... Nope, it was actually Washington, which is really odd. I don't know, maybe get some good tax breaks there. All right, next...
Yeah, maybe.
Next question. In the story Life of Pi, what type of animal is Richard Parker?
A tiger?
Yeah. Did you watch that movie?
I did not. That was just stab in the dark.
Nice.
No, good job. You got that. Well, your stab in the dark got you a point. And we'll see how many more stabs you get right here. This one's a big one. Look at that. I'm not eating this question. I'll be full. In architecture, what is the name for a wedge-shaped stone at the top of an archway?
Oh crap. I'm gonna say a top piece. I have no clue.
Although you're right that it is a top piece, it is actually the keystone that goes in there that keeps the bridges from falling into itself. That's the most important piece to a bridge, right?
An arch, not a bridge.
Or an arch, yes, an arch. Or the bridges of Madison County wouldn't have been able to happen without that. That's 2 questions?
That's 2
Would
strikes.
You got one right?
1 point,
Yeah.
not quite enough to knock Ben off
That's
the
all right.
leaderboard.
But look at that. Our goals have been set low, but still goals nonetheless. So there's plenty of time for you guys to call and get on the board here on DANtics. And have a good night, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I'm going to throw it out there that since Shannon and Melissa are tied, and we're giving Melissa the opportunity to call back and raise her score, we should also give Shannon the opportunity to call back and raise her score.
Maybe Shannon's up to something. I'm not changing the rules for the show. People are not going to like that.
Well, does it seem fair if they have the same amount of points that one can call in and the other can't?
I have never watched a game show where Bob Barker has like changed his like rules during the middle of the show.
Well, I'm the rules lawyer, and I make the rule that Shannon can call back if she wants to, since they are tied.
I say we have one more caller, and let's take a break.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll do one more here, and then we'll have halftime here on DANtics.
Steve wanted to know if you meant Bill Gates rather than Steve Jobs.
No, I've never met either of them, but I'm way more a Steve Jobs fanboy than Bill Gates.
You're such a Steve Jobs fanboy.
Although I cried when he died. Although I do love Steve Gates. Hey,
Steve Gates?
I haven't been drinking. You're on DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, it's Ben. I'm trying to raise my score here.
Yes, come on, Ben. I got you, dude. This time I'm gonna pick you out a question with the other hand because maybe that's gonna bring you good luck, bro. Here we go. Question number 1: to the nearest day, how many days does it take for the moon to orbit the Earth?
Is it 365? I don't know.
I didn't know that either, but it is actually 27 days for the moon to orbit, because it's kind of still chilling with us, right? Like we're still kind of going the same.
Yeah, like the cycles of the moon and
okay,
27
okay,
days.
So it's only like a little bit behind the times.
Yes.
That's all right. We're carrying the moon's workload anyway. All right, that's no problem. You still have one more bite at the apple here. What is the first feature? What is the first feature length? This is on here, right? What is the first fully featured length computer animated film? 100% fully animated.
Fully animated?
By a computer,
Shrek?
yes.
What'd you say?
Shrek?
Ooh, no, a little bit before that is actually Toy Story.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Another thing that would not be here without Steve Jobs, Steve at home. Steve Jobs, who took his next computer and sold a lot of that technology to Pixar, or created Pixar. Is that it? Is that 2?
That was 2 strikes.
All right. Well, dude, we're going to have halftime here in just a second, but you're going to be able to call in again after we have our break here and see if we can get your score to go up more than 1 here on DANtics. Thanks for calling in.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So before we take a break here, I do have an announcement to make. We're going to take a 5-minute break here. You can go ahead and go over to the commercial screen one. Jess has actually announced the next 3 legs on her world tour. Well, her world tour of North and South. North and Northern America? What's up above us in Canada?
It's still part of North America.
Yes. So this just in. Oh, you can go ahead and click the button. This just in. The West Michigan, Jess and the gang will be at the West Michigan Pet Expo April 4th and 5th in Grand Rapids, Michigan. She'll also be at the Canadian Pet Expo April 10th through 12th in Toronto, Ontario. Oh my gosh. And she will always also be at PetCon on June 20th. Yes, it's only a 1-day event in Chicago. So get your tickets now to these events if that's what you have to do to get to the events. Go see, this way. Go see Jess, go see Jamie, go see Kira. Whisper sweet nothings into Memphis's ears. Bring a Ziploc bag. I recommend you guys bringing a Ziploc bag, petting the dogs all onto you, and then you have a little bit of a souvenir that you can sweep into a little Ziploc bag there, and then you'll have yourself a free little gift from Memphis and Kira. When I came home from Michigan, my whole suitcase was full of free little gifts from Memphis and Kira. So go visit Jess on these days. How awesome it is. Let me know in the chats if she is coming down to your place. Yes. Also, I also have her. What's that? Jess is calm. She requests no glitter. Please, no glitter at all. She can barely stand me shimmering right here. Mm-hmm. Yes. So check out these dates. Go see Jess. Yes, there'll be more dates in the future. This is just kind of like the spring, early summer tour for Jess and the gang. Look how cute they are. Kira's right at that perfect size where everything looks really, really cute. And before we go, guys, we actually have our first sponsor here. Let me see if I can nail this. All right, guys, everybody loves Poontine, right? But what about your dogs? They want Poontine too, and now they can with all new Poochtine. It's Poontine for your pooch. Poochtine, the pooch your pooch would punch the munch. Available at these fine stores. We'll be right back with DANtics in just a moment. You know, I'm really impressed by some of this music from Epidemic that I have here that I'm allowed to play. Like, some of these artists sound like really, really good. And I'm just allowed to use this music. I love it. Makes me feel good. Before we start, I want to tell you guys about some more programming updates real quick. Like I said before, there will not be a DANtics next week. I'm not sure what I could do to supplement that week. The internet makes me believe that everybody watching on the other side is a bunch of goldfish, like I am. And if I don't constantly do something exactly the same time every week, you guys are just gonna forget about me and just be like, I don't even know what I was supposed to be doing, especially on leap year day. But you know, next week, let's like go out of the house. Why I actually go out of the house too. I'm leaving. I won't be here. But the week after that, I'll be back on Saturday for more DANtics. You bet. Who's gonna host it? You say it's me, Dan. Ah. But for real, get in if you want to see the snow dogs. You know, they can't do this forever, so if you're around in that area, I do recommend you go in to see them. It's a good time. You don't just get shoved through the line. Hey, zip it, lady. Thank you. Even though your voice is more beautiful than mine. You don't like get shoved through the line. You can hang out, you can pet the dogs, you can ask Jess questions, you can talk to Memphis. She'll give you the real tea. So we'll go ahead and start DANtics here in just a second. Am I allowed to sing the songs if I have the rights to the songs? Before we start, can we go? People ask, can you go back to this commercial too, please? Yeah, this is. Yes, this is. There was Megaflix, which I believe was a video rental store back in the day, according to that like Buick that's out there. There's Megaflix, and then there was Doggy Styles, which is a grooming place. There was a lot more. When I was making this, there was a lot more. Look at my Photoshop. Look at my Photoshop skills. I asked Jess, like, hey, can I have some like cutouts of your dogs? And then she sent me that, and I'm like, oh, I'm putting it on here. I'll ask for forgiveness. I'll ask for forgiveness later. And real quick, will you click on that guy housing poutine? Man, they had a poutine eating contest, I guess, somewhere. I imagine out here. Look at his hat. He had to bend it up. You had to bend it up to get it in there. This is something that I still...
Quite applicable. His hat says doggy.
It works.
Good find.
Good find. I don't know. Who would wear poutine? Could we go back to the poutine? Who would wear poutine on a shirt? I mean, of course it needs to be redone. Look at my cutout skills. I was so stoked that I was able to like make the words like arched out. Okay. Alright, so the game show's DANtics. You know the rules. Find me on Skype. Call in. Guess right and we get to hang out all night. Guess wrong twice and you're in the corner with baby. Skype me at DANtics Game Show, or the link in the description, or the link that probably Jess is providing us. Thank you for modding, both of you, Jess and Steve. Oh my gosh, Steve's TikTok's been taken off. You should toss your links in there. I made a TikTok of my hairspray, or me using hairspray. Shh. It took off a little bit today. It had like over 1,000 views, and it did a couple hundred views today. I was like, oh, yay. Ooh. Hey, it's DANtics. Who's this?
Hey, this is Chris.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Pretty good. Hold on, let me mute.
I'm like, who is that handsome-sounding man in the background? Oh, it's Dan. It is Dan. Hey, what's for dinner tonight?
Oh God, I ate hours ago.
Ooh, tell me what you had though.
Chinese food.
Oh, okay. Ooh, noodles sound good actually right now. Okay, here we go. You ready to play some DANtics? All right, here we go. What do the letters in NASA stand for?
North American Space Association.
You have to tell me.
Oh no, you don't know what NASA is either?
Not off the top of my head.
I already know because I used to work there. It's National Aeronautics Space Administration.
Of course, I've gotten almost every other question that you've asked tonight.
That's
right.
how it goes.
That's totally how it goes. It's okay. Maybe you'll get this one because I did refill the questions at the commercial break. Who played the dude in the movie The Big Lebowski?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you ever watch that movie?
I haven't.
Super overrated.
Oh,
it's
good.
actually a Jeff Bridges. It's actually Jeff Bridges. I actually kind of wanted to punch him in the head. Well, you didn't get any right, but that's okay because there's still plenty of time for you to call in and win here on DANtics, and I appreciate you calling. And talk to you later.
Have a good one.
Mm-hmm. I've only seen it once, and it had the saddest death scene in it ever as Steve Buscemi. Like, the movie's kind of a comedy, and I'm spoiling it for you guys because it's like 30 years old. And at some point, Steve Buscemi gets shot, and then there's a crane shot, because I like cinematics. There's a big pull-out crane shot of him just in the fetal position on the ground, and I thought it was funny, and we're going to see him in the hospital, right? No, the guy's dead. I'm like, that's really weird. Welcome to DANtics. Who's this?
It's Katie again.
Hi, Katie. How are you doing? Can you peace
I'm
out?
doing good. I'm sitting here with my sister's dogs.
Aw,
My dogs.
That's nice. I saw a picture of them today. They look very, very cute.
Yeah, they're pretty cute.
All right.
Daisy kind of looks like a stoner dog.
So he looks like Scooby-Doo.
Well, no, she looked. Her eyes were like half open, and it just.
Dopey eyes.
She looked higher than this guy.
All right, check this out.
Oh, those are perfect.
What is the largest and heaviest internal organ in the human body?
Your brain? Or your heart?
Super close. It's in your body. It is your liver.
Oh.
Close, it's in your
I would have
don't
said.
think about my liver.
I would have said stomach after I ate a whole pizza.
That's a detoxifying organ. I learned that in health class.
Oh, that's right. You're taking biology, huh?
No. I mean, yes, but I learned it in health.
Oh, that's right. But she is taking biology. We
I
discussed
am in
that.
biology.
That was my favorite. Doing the genetics with the crosses and the
Oh my
dominant
god,
and recessive genes.
that's what I'm doing right now.
I know, it's so fun.
I love it so much.
Okay, check this out. Which bird lays the largest egg?
Ostrich?
That is correct. I actually thought it was Big
I've
Bird.
seen it.
I thought maybe Big Bird would have laid the largest egg. Like, I don't know. I think that'd be bigger than an ostrich.
My goodness. Sorry, I'm watching bowling.
Oh wow, that's riveting. You made a wait while they're getting turkeys. All right.
Actually, I think he only has a double. Never mind.
What was the name?
So you say something?
Oh, go ahead. Here we go. What was the name of Bill Murray's character in Ghostbusters? You ever seen that movie?
No. Hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad.
Ask Pops.
Dad. No. He's on the phone. Just wait 1 second. Do you know any Ghostbusters?
Who's Bill Murray?
Characters?
Tell him Bill Murray. Who's Bill Murray?
Bill Murray. What's his name?
I don't know. The only name I can name is Slimer.
That was my
Yeah, Slimer was there. I guess he was an honorary Ghostbusters. Wasn't he like a good guy in part 2? It's actually Peter Venkman. Peter Venkman was actually the name of it. You didn't get any right. Although
no, she got one right.
Oh, you got one right. Oh, good. You got one right. And high five your dad for saying Slimer. That's at least was on topic. And thank you for calling DANtics.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm amused that he said Slimer.
I don't know, Slimer kid. Oh man, I'm losing my voice. Hey, welcome to DANtics. I should have done a 5-hour live stream yesterday, and then tonight, who's this?
This is Oliver.
Hey, Oliver, how you doing again?
Good.
All right. You ready to play That's inappropriate. You ready to play DANtics?
Yeah.
Okay. What is a person who collects or has a great love of books called?
Librarian?
As much as I love that answer, I'm sorry, it's not correct.
It's a bibliophile? And I had a whole string of jokes to go with this question, but inappropriate. That's okay. I would have guessed probably librarian too, or Crystal, because Crystal really loves books. There's more books in here than anything. I'm afraid it's gonna, eventually the weight's gonna push us through the floor. Okay, here we go. Eating which vegetable is said to help you see in the dark? Ah, that'd be so cool.
Carrot?
Yes! Yes, Oliver, you are correct. It is a carrot. I eat a lot of carrots, and I can't see in the dark. I'm always stubbing my toes on something.
That's okay, I looked it up, it's a myth.
Yeah.
All right, you got one right. One more, and you make it to the leaderboard. I want to see your name up on this leaderboard. I really want to see your name on this leaderboard. Here we go. Which winter sports involves a sheet, stone, and a brush or a broom?
I forgot what that was called. Do you remember what it's called? Mom? Curling?
Yes!
Oh,
yes,
I'll give it
yes,
to you.
I'm
You
going
got
curling.
it right as the buzzer
Curling.
sounded. We'll give it to you, Oliver.
Sorry, Ben. That just means you have to call back in and get on the board. I'm okay with curling, which is really kind of fun to watch. Steve, you watch curling at all? I mean, it's kind of, if you watch it, it's interesting. I think it's really interesting. All right, dude, you're on the leaderboard. You get 2 more right.
You're on. Look at your look.
2 more right. Yes, take your screenshots. 2 more right, and you can have your name on the Danley Cup.
1 more right.
Yeah.
Is it one?
He only needs 1 more point. We got 3 people at 2
Wow,
points.
3-way tie for 2.
Holy.
Okay, here we go. Which major comet became visible from Earth in 1997?
Oh no. I have no clue.
I don't think you were visible on Earth in 1997.
No, it's
so
okay.
we'll
It's
cut
the
you
Hale.
slack.
It's the Hale Bop comet. I don't know if I would have gotten that right either. The only comet I know is the dog from the Brady Bunch, right? Wasn't it? No, that was Tiger. What is Comet from? Wait, Comet is from Punky
Yes.
Brewster.
No.
Punky Brewster's
No.
Comet?
What's it from?
Comet was from Full House.
There you go.
See, even I get questions wrong on my own show. Hey, but check it out, Oliver. You got 2 points on DANtics. Thanks for calling in, and you're welcome to call back and try to beat your high score and move up on the leaderboard.
Okay.
All right, have a good night, dude.
Oliver.
You too.
Look, check it out at home, people. Let me take this out. If Oliver can call in, you can call in. Did you see how that works? Don't be shy. Don't be afraid to call in.
If Oliver calls in again, I want to know how old he is.
I don't know if we're allowed to ask that.
No?
I don't know.
Is that
I don't know
not
how
allowed?
that. I don't know how that works.
Katie said that curling is ice bowling, and I kind of love that.
Yes. What does Steve say about curling? Does he like? Oh, that Steve said curling is like ice bowling. Yeah, it is like.
Oh,
ice
he
bowling.
did. They both said it, I guess.
Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
What's up, Dan?
Hey, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, I have a question for you. What's for lunch today?
We only just had breakfast.
What was for breakfast?
We had hot cross buns because I've been in the shop since January, and why not?
I don't even know what a hot cross buns is.
Don't tell us. Hold on. Crystal's gonna look it up real quick.
I know it from a song, but I don't actually know what it is. It's just buns,
Oh,
bread.
it's sweet, right?
Is it filled?
No, it's do you know raisin toast?
Right.
It's basically raisin toast, but in a bun with a line of frosting and a cross shape on the top.
I'm down for all of that
Do you-
except the raisins.
I'm looking at pictures of it. It looks pretty like uniform. Do you guys make this by scratch or do you like buy it in a package?
We buy it in the shops. You can also get chocolate ones.
I'm in.
definitely be
I'm
down
in.
for that.
I'm in with the chocolate ones. I am very much in with the chocolate ones. All right, here we go. Question number 1. What musical instrument is the smallest member of the flute family?
Piccolo?
Yeah. Yeah, good job. Yes, it is. Yes. I don't even know what that looks. Oh, I know what it looks like now by the description of it. It's a little small flute. I played the flute once or twice. Not very good at it. I have some friends super good at playing the flute. Okay, here we go. In which human organ would you find the Oh, excuse me one moment. Okay, here we go. In which human organ would you find the hypothalamus?
Yeah, the brain.
Yes. Yes. I wonder what it's used for. Answering trivia questions?
I believe, amongst other things, it helps to regulate your sleep.
Oh, well, mine's all jumbled up. Okay, here we go. Question the third. Who became the U.S. president in 1865 after Abraham Lincoln was assassinated?
Don't feel bad. I don't think most Americans know this.
We're not Americans.
right. So I don't expect you to know it because I don't think most Americans know it.
I feel that people outside our country know a lot about our history.
But about the, what was it, like 14th president?
It's actually Andrew Johnson. I would have said Andrew Jackson for something, so I would probably have gotten that wrong.
I don't believe he was ever a president.
No? What did he do?
Was he
that
a
two or
president?
one?
No, I think he was a president. No, that was 1 strike, 2 points. I don't even know.
Let's mix these up and see if I can get you a good one here. Let's pick with the opposite hand. Maybe that's where the luck's at, on this side. This isn't my good side. This is my good side.
He was the 7th president.
Was he? Okay, here we go. Ooh, you got this one. A haiku is a traditional Japanese poem consisting of how many syllables?
35. I think that's probably wrong, but it's 575. 7.
Final answer?
5, 7.
You're the math one.
All right, it's actually 17.
You were correct with 575, but you didn't add it up correctly.
I guess how do syllables? Because you know Japanese, right?
Yeah.
I guess like their syllables work like us, like a, I, U, E, O, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. So I guess like after every 2 letters. High. Well, no, high is 3 letters. H high for high. Okay, so I guess they have syllables like, okay, yeah, so 17 syllables. And that's 2 wrong? How much did they get right?
2 right, 2 strikes.
2 right, 2 strikes. Ooh, so everybody's still tied at 2 is the magic number. How do we get past this 2 deficit?
Apparently with easier questions.
Man, I need some more. Was it, what would you call the water in the chat? I was laughing at what you said in the chat. Don't forget to hydrate with your solvent, with your universal solvent. So I'll drink some more. Cheers to you with my universal solvent. And thanks for playing DANtics, and you're welcome to call back.
Alright, see you later.
Yep, see you later, thanks. Yeah, I want some of that, like, what do they call it? Cross bread?
Hot cross buns?
I need some hot.
Apparently they're in stores now for Easter. I guess it's a seasonal thing. Apparently people like them. I've never had one.
Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this? Hello? Oh no, you're on DANtics. No volume. Hold on, hang tight. I know he's got this. Yeah. Okay, you try it again. For sure it worked, but is that why? Call back.
No, people can call even when they haven't friended us on here.
Can you?
Yeah, it still works.
Call that way. Could you call that way? Hit just the phone button on the top right corner. Top, yeah.
I'm not good with left.
Let's call. I'm dialing people now. I still don't know how to get rid of that noise. I've tried. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
I can hear background
noise. I can hear background noise. Oh, it's okay. You'll figure it out. Look. I don't mind Microsoft stuff, but after they get a hold of a product, it's just bleh. I tried to get a Mixer account or whatever, and they wanted me to jump through so many hoops to try to get it synchronized. As soon as Skype got purchased by Microsoft, they make you jump through hoops. Things are all weird now. What else did Microsoft buy that they ruined? Did they buy an Oculus? No, Facebook, I think, bought Oculus. But that's okay. Call back in, and you can play DANtics. You can try to top the leaderboard. It's easy pickings tonight. Well, not really, because the questions are harder, but it doesn't take much to get on top of the leaderboard. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Ed Sheeran trying to break the tie.
Oh, yes.
You got this.
Could you break the tie, please?
Yeah, we are prepared for a tiebreaker this week if we need it.
Yes, we do have measures put in place. Unlike last week, we do have measures put in place for ties. We have a numbers question, like how many seconds are in like 40 hours. Like, then you just have to like hurry up and guess your answer, so we don't have the great stumpening of episode 4. Wow, did you watch?
I suck at math. So I gotta get the questions right.
Did you watch that at the end?
No, I fell asleep last time.
That's okay. You were better off. All right, here we go. Question 1: Who was Jim Carrey's co-star in the 1994 film Dumb and Dumber?
Oh, I can see his face. It's not Jeff Bridges.
Oh, you're so close. It's Jeff Daniels. Or I would have taken. Wait, who was Lloyd? It was Harry. I don't remember Harry's last name, and then it was Lloyd Christmas. Who was Lloyd? Lloyd was.
I don't know. I hate that movie.
Oh, did you hate that movie? It was so popular. The first one was okay. I tried to rewatch it not too long ago, and it's like you can't get away with some of that stuff. That's okay. Let's move on. Are you not a Jim Carrey fan at all, or do you just not like Dumb and Dumber?
I like his original stuff, like The Mask and everything, but I wasn't a big fan of the Dumb and Dumber thing.
Oh man. Alana, my family member, she'd always run around, like, smoking! And I'm just like, oh no, could you not?
Oh my god, my nephew did the same thing.
Yeah, it was everything was smoking for a while in the 90s. Ace Ventura was good. Ace Ventura 2 When Nature Calls was a little odd when he, like, came out of the back of the rhino. Einhorn's a man! Yeah. Okay, Fly Flower Marshall. Let me tell you something. I knew him from In Living Color. That was pretty fun. Okay, here we go. Who played Will Hunting in Good Will Hunting?
Matt Damon.
Yes, Matt Damon. I didn't see that movie, but I'm a big Kevin Smith fan, so I saw when they were on the set of Jay and Silent Bob, and they were on the set of Good Will Hunting 2. I don't remember what the tagline was on it, but I didn't watch Good Will Hunting.
Robin Williams was the best thing in that movie.
Oh, that's right. He was in that movie, huh? Did I see that then?
Yes.
I don't know if I did. He was in Dead Poets Society also, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I'm getting confused from. Maybe I'll have to watch that movie.
I watched it recently. It was really good.
Almost anything with Robin Williams in it's good.
Pretty much.
All right. What does a pedologist study? Pedologist study.
Pets? Pedologist. Pedals? I have no idea.
I would have said like feet or something like that, but it's actually soil.
Oh.
It's actually soil. Man, I had really good jokes for one of those Oliver questions. But man, you can't really do a joke. Is that it? You can't really do a joke on the last half of those words with children. So okay, so that's 2 strikes. Did you get any right?
She got 1 point.
You got 1 point. Man, it's hard out here for a contestant tonight, huh?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for calling DANtics. You know what I blame it on? There's full moons, and then there's leap days.
Right. It's leap day difficulty
leap day.
level.
Yeah. There's 50 people consistently in here, just like last time. But the characters of callers, the dynamics are a little bit different. I called Jess at the break. I'm like, everything going okay? Because this feels like a full moon night for some reason. But you know what? It's a lot of fun, and I get more time with you guys that I don't get to talk to all the time. So thanks for calling DANtics. Call back and top yourself again.
I will.
All right. Let's try this again. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
Can you hear me this time?
Oh, yes, sir. I can hear you this time, Greg. Holy cow. You are my new champion. I am looking for you to crush these high scores here on DANtics. You are super, super smart. No pressure now that I said that. No pressure now that I said that. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. In Alice in Wonderland, which type of birds were used as mallets at the Queen's croquet grounds?
Were they flamingos?
Yes, they were flamingos. That's just a warm-up question. I knew you would nail that one. Question number 2. What English band is fronted by Robert Smith?
God, I should know this.
You should know this. Robert Smith.
I should know this. And
it is The Cure.
Not gonna get...
I can't peg you. I don't know if I could feel you out enough to guess if you were a Cure fan or not. Obviously,
My brother was a Cure fan.
so that's probably
He actually
blocked it out
paint,
of your head.
the album covers on his wall. And
Oh wow, he was really into it. And
Yeah.
is he the guy that put the electrical tape over his nipples?
I don't think so.
Who's the guy who's in love with
Boy
Friday?
George, or
Who's the guy that's
Friday I'm in Love is the
Yeah,
Cure.
that's him. That's him.
Okay.
Did your brother do that? Did he walk out with electrical tape on his nipples?
Not that I've seen. But
Okay, here we go. You got this. From which type of animals is cashmere obtained? I would have never known this one.
I'm good. I'm gonna guess goat.
Yes! 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 Good guess! Yes! Oh my gosh! One more, and you're gonna be the leader here on DANtics. It is from a goat. I thought cashmere would have been just fake, and it's just not from any animal. Yeah, right? Like
No,
it's...
I knew where it came from. I just didn't know what animal, so I figured I'd make it my best guess.
A little bit. Oh, that's good. Okay, here we go. To be number one here on DANtics, which two items are held by the Statue of Liberty?
A torch and a book.
Yeah, I think they were trying to update it to like an iPad and.
I mean, it does say a tablet, so.
So I guess it could be a tablet. All right, well, let's pause here while you update the leaderboard. I grab another question here. I have a feeling that you're gonna blast through some of these here.
Maybe. You asked a lot of pop culture questions, and I don't know those.
I'm good. I'm so much better at pop culture than I am with anything of like history or anything. But that's okay because we've already talked about doing some sort of either Futurama and or Simpsons trivia night. Yeah, that's gonna be a good one. I want you to call him first and just crush.
Crystal said she thought that cashmere came from a cat, and I kind of love that.
Oh, like cashmere?
I would wear a cat hair
I
sweater. I'm that kind of crazy cat lady.
I bet there's a shirt that's cashmere. Okay, here we go. Early purple sprouting and calabrese are varieties of which vegetable? Let me have Crystal read this for you here.
Early purple sprouting and calabrese are varieties of which vegetable?
Lettuce? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. That's my guess.
It is actually broccoli, which I've only known broccoli to be broccoli. Oh.
I didn't know there's purple broccoli.
I didn't know there was purple broccoli too. Oh man, I'm not even Googling purple broccoli. Last time somebody asked me to Google blue stuff, it was bad news. Well, check it out. You're on the leaderboard with
Google
3.
anything. No, don't.
Yeah, I know, right? You're on the leaderboard with 3, so you're winning. If somebody topples you off, you can call back. People were rooting for you in the chat because we all know that you kicked some butt. So, wow, Greg, as of right now, you were winning DANtics on your first call. I think that might be unheard of. Has anybody ever just won on their first call?
I don't.
Jason did.
So. Oh yeah, that was the only.
Oh yeah, I just saw purple broccoli. It's exactly what you think it would be. It's just purple broccoli. Well, thanks for calling, Greg. I appreciate you calling in, and I can't wait to see how well you do on Simpsons Night.
I can't wait.
All right, thank you for calling DANtics. We gotta I think we should probably figure out a way to like maybe I can pop a screen up here, so anytime we're Googling something like this, that like people at home can also see.
Shoot over there.
Yeah, that might require another. You guys, there's monitors everywhere and stuff everywhere, but I like that. We'll get some stuff on the screen now that we've been Googling stuff. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
This is Oliver.
Yes, my boy. You ready to play some DANtics?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
You got this?
Genophobia is the fear of what body part?
Pick a body part.
Lung?
No, oh my gosh, it would be no good if you were afraid of your lungs. It's the knees. So you're telling me that there's somebody out there that's afraid of knees?
Apparently enough people that they gave it a name.
How do you go out in public? You know what? I don't know, because I'm not afraid, but wow, I don't know. And your elbow looks like a knee?
Sort of, but pointier.
Wow, if anybody in the chat room is afraid of that, please let me know. And I'm not trying to make fun of that, because everybody's got their thing. But yeah, wow, that is crazy. I have never heard about that, Oliver, so I don't feel bad. Okay, here we go. Next question. In which country was Keanu Reeves born? Do you know who that is?
Yeah, he's the guy that played John Wick.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah. Where was he born?
Hold Hold on.
Ooh, it is actually Lebanon. I would have never guessed that.
I didn't know he was an American until I came across that.
I
I
didn't
thought
know
maybe
that
Canadian
as
because
well.
he's a little different looking.
So would we get this right? 0 this time?
No points this time.
No points this time, but you're welcome to call again on DANtics. Thanks for playing, Oliver.
Bye.
Bye. I forgot he did all the John Wick stuff. I didn't watch any of that stuff. You know, my love for him kind of ended pretty much at Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey was awesome, and they're making a new Bill and Ted, and I wasn't on board with it until I saw the Super Bowl ad of Ted. Bill. Bill S. Ted. Ted Theater. Oh, which one was Bill and which one was Ted? Don't be dead, Ted. Bill. When Bill was doing a Super Bowl commercial, and he was nailing it. And I'm like, cool. Like, I'm sold again. That really worked. Alex Winters is his name. I was really sold that he still had it. He still had it, so I'm really super excited. And yes, I'm probably going to go to the movie theater to see the new Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure movie because I watched them a lot. Actually, I think it's time for me to watch them again. Maybe I'm going to do that after DANtics, actually, if I can find a place to watch Bill and Ted.
I'd be down for a rewatch. I haven't watched it since I was a kid.
I'm down for that.
So I said I would have guessed he was Canadian because he's a little different looking, and Steve said, what are you trying to say about Canadians? It's this thing where, like, people speak English well, and you're like, yeah, but you look a little not American, but I can't put my finger on it, and then you find out they're Canadian.
But Keanu Reeves speaks shy. Like, he's always just, like, shy. He plays the shy thing all the time.
Bit.
People think Memphis is sad. People kept asking him if he was sad. He's like, dude, I was just sitting there eating an apple.
A sandwich.
Or a sandwich.
It was sad Keanu eating the sandwich.
That's
on the
why
bench.
whenever I eat sandwiches, I smile because I don't want Keanu face.
You don't want to be sad, Dan.
No. Welcome to DANtics. Who's this?
Amanda.
Hey, do you like Keanu Reeves?
Not really.
You know, to each their own. All right, here we go. Question number 1 here on DANtics, and it's a big one. Oh, Greg. Okay, Matt Groening, Matt Groening found fame with The Simpsons, but what animated television series did he also create?
Futurama?
Yes, you are right, and you know what? Did Greg give you the answer by yelling really super loud from where he was at? He's like, yeah. It's Futurama. I think, and I'm gonna go ahead and speak for Greg. I think he said he's watched Futurama like a gajillion times. Like, he knows so much more than me. I've only seen a few episodes of it. The dude falls into the time machine. There's an episode about the dog. The girl's got one eye, and there's Bender. Yeah, the Bender guy's pretty funny. And I don't know, the Crab Man. I don't know what the Crab Man's called.
My husband just said you can't go wrong with a one-eyed girl.
All right, question number 2.
Sage life advice.
What type of creature is a swallowtail?
A bird?
Close. It's his buddy, the butterfly. Is a butterfly a bird? A butterfly's an insect.
It's not a bird.
It's an insect.
And why is it an insect?
Because it has 6 legs.
Nice.
I think last night, was it on the live stream, or where was I talking?
It was on the live stream.
Yeah, I was trying to argue that there was 6-legged spiders, even though I've never seen one. But I guess, that really crappy movie, 8-Legged Freaks, they didn't call it 6-Legged Freaks. Ooh, I had a snore fest on that one. All right, here we go. Next question. What is the last name of Wendy, John, and Michael in the Peter Pan story?
Darling?
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. I don't remember too much about Peter Pan. But I guess they had a last name, and it's Darling.
I just remember they flew out the window.
Was it necessary for them to have a last name? You watched a lot of Peter Pan? Is that how you know this?
A little bit.
Why do we know their last name? Like, how do you know that? Do they say it a lot in the story?
It's there.
It's just there. It's just filler. More words to get to the 90-minute runtime. I get it. Okay, here, next question. Ooh, this is a tall piece of paper. How many years of bad luck is a person supposed to receive after breaking a mirror?
7.
Yes, you were right on that. Or 3 years for every question you get wrong on DANtics. Ooh, man. Oh, we still have some questions in the other bucket here.
You have made it to the leaderboard. You are tied with Greg.
Oh, no. That might be Greg calls in and gets to call in again if you topple him. All right. For the leaderboard time, not the win, but to make it on the top of the leaderboard on DANtics, how long does it take for Earth to resolve once...
Wait, try again.
How long does it take for the Earth to resolve...
Resolve?
How long does it take for the Earth to revolve once around its own axis?
24 hours.
Yes. Yes, your phone, your background help is... He gets all the credit. Why does your name get to go up there?
That's true.
What's his name?
It's my husband, Chris.
Dude, Chris should be up there. Okay.
I just deleted somebody off the leaderboard.
You can
and
control
I don't
Z,
know
maybe.
whose name it was on there. Can I? Oh,
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
okay.
undo for the win.
Nice. I didn't
it's
think that
warm
was
in
going to
here.
be possible here.
All right, here we go.
Hang on. I need a second because I'm not ready to push other buttons yet.
Okay.
Okay, go.
That's 4?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 right, 1 wrong.
Wow, okay. Here we go. Which is the highest mountain in Africa?
Kilimanjaro?
Yeah. Yeah, good job. Way to be smart. All right. I would have said Mount Olympus.
Is that in Africa?
I'm just kidding. I don't know. No, it's in the sky, right? All right, you have 5. Wow, you're like up there now. Now we're getting on some numbers. Here we go. Which U.S. president Which U.S. president was nicknamed Ike?
Eisenhower.
Yes. Oh man, Chris, he's tearing it up back there. Yes, it is Eisenhower. All right, let's just keep popping these off. Next question. See how fast we can go. What type of creature is a sand dollar?
A crustacean? I'm not really sure.
That's for Crystal.
You can read that.
It's a sea urchin, but that's not a crustacean, right?
No, it's a sea urchin.
Sea urchin's a sea urchin?
Crustacean is, I think, like a lobster.
I didn't know sand dollars came from that stuff. I have like a perfect sand dollar. And
oh no, we had one and you broke it.
I have more sand dollars.
Oh, I see.
I have a
I
perfect.
found one alive when I was younger.
Oh wow.
Did it look like a sand dollar with like something attached to it?
It looked like, yeah, a sand dollar, but it had little legs going as I pulled it up out of the sand.
Did it look like the white disc, or does that happen like later?
I think it happens later once it dries out.
I'm gonna have
I've
to.
never seen one alive.
I'm not. And I'm telling you, next time we're gonna have to get a little like monitor up over here. Can we get a heartbreak for that? Can we get a little heartbreak for that one? Wow, that was perfectly framed. Well, check it out. You guys are on top of the leaderboard with 6. So thanks for calling DANtics, and if Craig or Shannon or anybody else or Oliver can't call it and topple you, then you guys are going to be the winners. So thank you very much for answering a lot of questions in a row here on DANtics. I forgot to breathe.
All right, have a good night.
You too.
All right.
Man, I have a sand dollar piece. I have a couple of them in there that are pretty rad.
So Steve pointed out that Keanu Reeves was born in Lebanon, but raised in Toronto. So he's basically an honorary Canadian, and the kind of weird, like, you're not really Americanness is applicable.
I've only seen him once, I did see him once in public at the Isoplex down in LA. Yeah. Down in LA at the Isoplex, like Gretzky's kids would go there. My girlfriend's little brother at the time played on a hockey team, the same hockey team that Ron Howard's kid played on. And that's all anybody talked about in the audience. Hang tight, Katie. That's all anybody talked about in the audience was like, oh my gosh, where's Ron? Where's Ron? He's never at the practices, but he'd show up to a game. And I did see Keanu Reeves. He was in the pro shop in there. And everybody's like, it's Keanu. But like, he's kind of left alone. And then you would see Gretzky's limo show up to drop off, I think one of his kids, was it? Maybe so. But for sure, Keanu was there. A lot of people played down at the Isoplex there, right off the 405 freeway by that Tommy's. Right behind that Budweiser place. Hey, what's up, Katie? You ready to play some DANtics?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see you get 7 in a row.
You sound more tired as the night goes on. I know your time is later than
I'm
ours.
so
but
tired.
Yeah, you had more energy in the first call.
A 5-hour shift before this.
Oh, did you?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Here we go.
Am I bold?
Well, that's right. Watch out for that bowling arm.
You're so concerned about that.
I am. Look, here's why I'm so concerned. There's this guy named Mark Covert. You can Google him. You Google Mark Covert running. He's the AV College, he used to be the AV College track team guy. And he ran like, I don't know what record he set. He set like the world record for running like the most every day. Like every day he ran a mile for like 30 years or something like that.
That's not gonna be me.
And like his foot like stopped being a foot. Like imagine kind of like if you kind of melted just a little bit. I'm trying to be respectful about this. And like it's really wide and stuff because it was just done from running. I don't want, and I'm being serious about this. I'm not joking. I don't want your arm just to be like Plastic Man. You know what Plastic Man is? And just like the rubbery, just like noodly arm.
I can pretend that I know what it is.
I mean, I guess you can get an arm reduction where they like pull the arm skin back. But...
There's a pro bowler that his one arm that he bowls with is like Popeye, and his other one's like a noodle arm.
So bowling arm is a real thing.
His name is Ryan Simonelli.
He should put the bowling ball in the other hand and like do some curls with it.
Oh, wait, I'm not touching that one. Okay, here we go. Which scientist wrote the famous book, A Brief History of Time?
Hey, Dad, you know books. What scientist wrote A Brief History of Time. Einstein?
No, good guess. It's actually Stephen Hawking.
Just one Hawking.
It's Stephen Hawking.
Well, what if it's a...
Dad, stop it.
You're no help, Dad.
What did you say? Is that one or two?
That was just one.
Okay, here we go, Katie. Which TV show theme song... Which TV show's theme song was "Thank You for Being a Friend"?
What? Was it like a kid's show?
No, it's an adult show. Come on, give me more. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
What are you? I'm sorry, but your singing voice is not the best.
Oh, yeah, that's that. Oh, wait. Can you buzzer again? Oh, no, oh, man. Woo!
She got you good.
Things are on fire here on DANtics. I thought you'd be impressed that I knew all the songs to the Golden Girls, the words to the song. I could keep on going, but apparently I got the hook off my own show. Well, thank you for calling in, Simon Cowell. And thanks for playing DANtics, Katie. That was good.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Whew, tough crowd. No respect. No respect. Whew.
She got
Man, she got me good. Oh, wow. Wow.
I want to know how heavy you think a bowling ball is. I guess if you bowl a lot, you could get bowler's arms. Apparently that guy has it.
I didn't want to make fun because he's got a condition.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure. You can Google it, and it's ridiculous looking, like a fake ridiculous looking. But I think it's a condition. I'm pretty sure he didn't just pump up an arm. I could be wrong, but I thought maybe one day when I'd seen a picture like that, and I think it's a condition.
Dang, Katie said she bowls with 16 pounds. Dude, I could not. I look for the 9
Really?
and 10 pounders.
I'm like 10, 11. Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, it's hard for me to bowl because look at my bowling hand.
You don't use your pinkies.
No, but here's the thing. I still have to get it around something. I can't palm a basketball. I have to lift, like, I can't get it around everything. So even though the ball's here, my finger's still underneath where the ball is, and it's not. I can wee bowl. I can wee bowl like a bad word. But by regular bowling, let's see. I usually am in the 80s. One time I got like a 110, and I was like so stoked. I went home so proud. But I usually like in the 80s.
She said she bowls with a 13. It goes up to 16. Yeah,
Still.
I go for the smallest weight I can that my fingers will still fit into.
I had that buddy. I had my friend Ryan, and he'd always just cup the ball and just throw it on that angle, and it would always just... Or he would do a big spin move, and he'd throw the ball. Yeah, but I don't have bowling hand. It's really hard after a while just to have this thing crushed in there. I should look into having it removed. Is that something that we could do? Can we get rid of these?
Chop your finger off? Have you seen that movie 4 Rooms?
Oh, yeah, huh?
Because I can take care of that.
Maybe I don't mind betting my fingers. Hey, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
It's Judy.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Yes. All right, you ready to play some DANtics?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Question number 1. Alligator pear is another name for which fruit?
A pear?
No, it's actually an avocado. I always call them dragon eggs because they look like dragon eggs. I don't know about an alligator pear. I guess so.
It kind of looks like alligator skin.
Right. Do you like avocado?
I love avocados.
Avocados is so expensive. Like, you can go to the store out here and you can buy them for like $4 for $1 sometimes. But if you go to like any food restaurant and you want to add avocado to it, you have to have like a background check and like
it's like $2.50 to
it's
add
like
it to a
$2.50
burger.
for avocado, and avocados are like from here, I believe, like we're like the home of avocado, right? Like avocados are really popular out here.
Right.
But yeah, if you want to add avocado, man, you might as well take out a loan. Like if you want to date somebody, you're like, do you like avocado? And if she says yeah, man, you're gonna spend 20% more throughout your whole relationship. All right, here we go. Next.
Worth every cent.
Excuse me?
I think it's worth every cent.
Yeah, I like avocado. The older I get, the more I'm a fan of avocado. Okay, here we go. Who voiced Mufasa in The Lion King?
I have no idea. You're not asking me the right question.
Oh no! Here, let me show you all the questions, and you can tell me which ones are the right ones. It is actually.
I was good at the beginning, but now I can't. I don't know them. Sorry.
That's okay. It's actually James Earl Jones, who also was "This is CNN," and he was "No, I am your father," and I do believe he still played Mufasa.
Really good.
Yeah, he is. He played Mufasa's voice again on Lion King. He was also the blind dude that was in The Sandlot. Oh, what a great movie. Is that 2?
That was 2.
Well, thank you for calling DANtics. I'm glad we share our love of avocado together, or alligator pears. Is that what they call them?
I'm gonna call them that from now on.
I don't like that. I like dragon skin. I like dragon eggs better. So thank you so much for calling DANtics, and you're welcome to call back again.
In 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, or tonight. You're not on the leaderboard, so you can call back in the night. But yeah, in 2 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. I'm glad you guys understand that I won't be here next week. What else is on my thing? Oh, I have a podcast. We have a podcast. Jess and I, we have the CC Mouse podcast. If you guys like podcasts, or if you don't even know what a podcast is, it's basically like a mini radio show that we do, and it's every Wednesday on your favorite music app, on a podcast app, anywhere that you listen to music or consume this right here, you can find it. So go to ccmousepodcast.com, go to youtube.com/ccmousepodcast, Facebook, Instagram. We have merch at ccmousepodcast.shop. Be a part of the CC Mouse podcast. We've been doing it for a little over a year, and it's been a lot of fun. If you want more supplements to like what Jess and I do, then I would go to the CC Mouse podcast. This last week, Jess came home right from her trip and gave us a whole breakdown of her trip before you guys got to see the video that she put up. Some inside baseball for you guys there. So check out the CC Mouse podcast. We have a lot of fun on there. All right. What is everybody saying in the chat room? Man, see, Jess is quick on them links, huh?
We're debating whether avocados are good or not. Overall, people seem to like them. Katie and Uncle Yukon do not.
All right.
Oh, defending the title.
Yes, it is DANtics. Who's this?
It's Greg again.
Yes, sir, Greg. All right, you're just in time because we'll be wrapping this up soon. Let's see if you can top Amanda on the leaderboard here on DANtics. All right. Question number 1. Were you yelling at that easy Simpsons Futurama trivia question?
Yeah. I've been yelling at a lot of the questions lately.
It's like, I don't want to talk about it. Okay. In the field of computers, what does AI stand for?
Artificial intelligence.
Yes, sir, I knew you had that one.
See, some of them are easy.
Okay.
Some of them are easy.
Which famous American writer has also published novels under the name Richard Bachman?
I don't know. I'm going to guess Stephen King.
You are right again. Yes, correct. I don't know why he wouldn't just Stephen King it. Is that because it's like going out in public and being famous and wearing a mask?
I actually know why.
Why?
Because his publisher at the time would only let him publish a certain number of books per year, but he had more books than that in him, so he just picked a different name and released books under both names.
Wow, man, slow it down, Stephen King. Come on, half whole.
He's got to hurry. He's old.
You can't be just pumping those out there. Okay, here we go. Which state is known as the Keystone State?
I don't know. Florida.
Oh, that's a good guess. No, it's actually Pennsylvania, and I can't tell you why. Okay. All right, it's okay. Next question. Complete the 1995 Smashing Pumpkins title, Melancholy and the what?
Oh my god. I should know this. I have this album.
Please know this. It's Melancholy
wow,
and
my brain just froze.
Infinite Sadness.
That's it. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
I love that one. I got it for Christmas one time, like in the late '90s, from my sister, and man, I listened to the heck out of that. That's such a good album from top to bottom on both discs. Well, dang, so you're still stuck at 3, Greg.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, we love you.
Come back and try again.
Yeah, thanks for playing DANtics.
Yeah.
Whew. Well, we're at the full. Actually, we started like a couple minutes late, so I think we're just about at the full 2 hours here.
We could take another 1 or 2 if you
Can we take another 1 or 2?
I'm afraid you're gonna go through all the questions, and I'm gonna have more work to do.
I still have a bunch in here, and I still have something there. I have about 10-15% questions left. What's happening is I'm hungry. I can feel my blood sugar going away, and I know that I need to like shove some food in me. So I think is there people calling?
Yeah, we got a call.
Oh, sorry,
right
I had
now.
my earpiece out of here. It's like, oh, Mr. President. Hi, you're on DANtics. Who's this?
This is Oliver.
All right, Oliver. The last chance for you to top the leaderboards tonight. Here we go.
Yeah.
Katie's gonna hate this one. What is the highest possible score achieved by one playing a game of 10-pin bowling?
97?
No, it is actually 300, and I know you're a Married with Children fan, and Al Bundy had this perfect game. Oh, remember when Homer Simpson had the perfect game in The Simpsons? Greg's like, yes. And then he did walk-on episodes on Krusty. Did somebody say perfect game? It is actually 300, and it's when you just bowl and knock down every pin. I'm not very good at bowling. Are you good at bowling, Oliver?
No, not at all.
Yeah, see, we have a lot in common. Okay, here we go. How many corners does a cube have? If you had a cube, how many corners are there?
16.
Close. Actually, it is 8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is 8. You were close.
I'm not sure what physical math you were doing there.
I was really hoping that would just slip by without that being called out, but it didn't. So that's 2 wrong. You did really well. I won't be here next week, but the week after, please call back, because you'll be like a percentage older than what you are now, and then you'll be smarter. And you did really well. How many did he have earlier?
He had 2 points earlier.
2
he
points.
was in that tie with everybody else.
See, 2 points. So you were like, your name would be like right there. So great job, dude. Thanks for calling DANtics, and please call back again.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Katie. You calling back to be mad about that bullying question?
Yes.
I was thinking of you when I wrote it down. I was like, oh, I hope she gets this. So close.
All right.
I know someone who's gotten a bunch of them.
That's
what happens?
They're
Does
all
like
really
everybody
good.
go nuts? Like does everybody like does everybody stand around
Everyone
and go crazy?
goes silent, and they're like, and then you're like, what's happening?
Have you?
That person has 11 in a row.
That's so. That is crazy. What's the highest score you've ever got?
My high is a 229. My dad got a 290.
Wow, that's so close. That is close.
I don't think I've ever even hit 200.
No, I barely
I
broke
got
100.
a 198 last weekend.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Come on, Frankie.
Okay, here we go.
The dog. Ooh.
Here we go. You're gonna multitask. Which U.S. city has an NFL team known as the Vikings?
Has what?
Which team has an?
Try again.
What U.S. city has an NFL team known as the Vikings?
Minneapolis. Wow, that was a difficult one.
It's Minnesota
They're
Vikings.
only 4 hours away.
It's
it's Minneapolis, Minnesota.
That's between you and her.
But it's not the Minneapolis Vikings, it's the Minnesota Vikings, isn't it?
It's the capital of Minneapolis, or it's not the capital, but it's like.
Okay, hold on.
I've only
That's what it
ever
is.
heard of them being called the Minnesota Vikings.
I
but...
know, dude. It's right next to me. My dad.
Mosley,
I can show
what's up,
you
Marco?
my dad's closet, and it's all purple.
Wow. But it's Minnesota. No, it's Minnesota.
They're called the
It's
Minnesota
Minnesota.
Vikings.
Sorry, it's not. It's Minnesota. You should go look at all his purple
But
merchandise.
Steve is pointing out what city, and that is a valid point because Minnesota is the
You
state.
said what city?
The question
I
is
said
what city. I think I'm going to give you the point.
Yep, and we're gonna eat the question.
We're going to let you have it.
And we're eating
My
the
dad would
question.
cry if I got this one wrong.
You were right though. We did ask what
Yeah.
city, and that.
See, good job, Steve. Thanks, Steve. You saved it. You saved it. All right, let's go for another question. Wow, good job. Good job. And I would, yeah, good job. Okay, here. What country is singer Bjork from?
The who?
Bjork? Do you know Bjork?
No.
Oh, I'm not singing anymore. Never mind. I'm sorry.
You're trying to sing to the person who already said you had a bad singing voice.
Right. Yeah, where's Bjork from?
I don't know.
She's from Iceland. Do you remember when she got off that plane and somebody said, welcome to wherever she was, Shanghai Bjork, and she like went nuts on that lady and like grabbed her and beat her up?
I don't know. I still don't know who it is.
It's alright. It's a singer. It's okay.
She's a little quirky and different.
She is a little quirky, and her concerts are very
I'm
odd.
only
Is that you?
15.
Oh, hey, no. You don't get the, like, voice shamey and then just play the I'm only 15 card later.
Music is universal, man.
Yeah, man. Is that 1 or 2?
That was 1 strike.
All right, here we
gave
go.
her The Minnesota.
What was the first commercial product to be scanned using a barcode? Whoa.
Come on, Barcode.
It is actually chewing gum. Wrigley's chewing gum had the first barcode in 1974. Wow, that's forward thinking. How come they don't say that every time instead of like, make it last? Nope, I'm not seeing in the jingle either. That's 2, right? Okay, so that is 2. Thanks for playing DANtics, and we'll see you next time.
No, we got a poor connection.
That's fine.
We're gonna let this
We're
one
dumping
go.
out. Go ahead and be done. I'm done with DANtics.
You done?
tonight.
You need to eat?
I am done with DANtics tonight. Dan has run out of like I'm low battering. It's like getting black. It's closing in. So thank you. I'm killing
working on it. Sorry.
Okay. So thank you for playing DANtics. You guys, I will not be here next week, but the week after we will have another DANtics on Saturday night. Did I get all my things? Thanks to the mods, thanks to Jess, thanks to Steve for moderating the chat room. I know that you guys are all well behaved, so I appreciate the fact that you make their job a lot easier. Thanks, Crystal, for having all the questions and all the rules and putting up people's names. And we're gonna actually add this to the Danley Cup. You can go ahead and kick me back to the winner screen. Right here, or left, right here.
Centered? I can't tell on the screen. That works.
Oh, right under Steve.
I'm gonna replace it and size it correctly.
There she is, Miss Danley Cup.
And if you're in the chat, Amanda, and you want to give credit to your sidekick who was helping you out, you can let us know who it was, and I can put both of your names on there.
So thanks for playing DANtics. You follow me here on RFS Dan. I have a Facebook page too for DANtics. You guys can keep up to the late. You guys can stay up to the latest news on when we're going to go live, which is usually on Saturdays. And I appreciate all of you guys that spend a lot of your time watching to get me monetization, because I believe after this, I've completely hit the numbers for me to be monetized. And that really helps, even if it just buys pizza every week. And I can go longer because I'm about to die right now. So thank you for playing DANtics. Oh, I forgot to dance. Can I go back a little bit so it's better? We need a theme song, huh? It's DANtics. It's DANtics. He can't sing because... You can't see. It's DANtics. It's DANtics. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time on DANtics. Yay.